Like I said, tomorrow afternoon, you guys have to watch that video, okay?
I mean, the language that they're using is just inappropriate, and you just got to think, even if these are adults that they're talking to, it's just not how you talk to a client. Coach Greg, and today it's a story about coaching gone wrong. It's this coaching scandal. I'm going to get into all these horrible coaching things that are going on, tell you what to look out for. I'm going to start with this. Coach Elliott Atwell. He coaches several young Gymshark athletes who have been accusing him of trying to get underage sex acts and just inappropriate messages and trying to solicit sexual imagery and pornography of young people. Horrible, horrible crimes. At least I'm told all this information. They've sent me messages, okay? They wanted me to do a video about it. Some of the people involved, Sebastian, David Lade, and Dylan Mckenna. Apparently, some of them are going to be going on Kenny KO's channel to discuss this.
So we just finished up an interview with Kenny KO. It's going to go up probably tomorrow, hopefully. Nobody's paying attention. They're all on their phones.
Yeah, like,
Got
underage 16-year-old kids, dog. Like,
Were you involved in that?
yeah, I'm 17.
By the time you see this, they might already be on and you might have seen. I don't know. It takes a while to edit and to get these videos made. Anyway, let's get into this. So there's several screenshots that I've been sent, and they are bad. The first one here. So this is just obvious. This involves a 16-year-old girl and trying to convince a guy to film him having sex with this girl. So he's basically saying, you know, I'm not going to be in the room. You're going to be in a hotel room. You can hide the camera. Imagine filming people having sex with a hidden camera. This is just horrible. And the fact that they're underage, I mean, it makes it 10 times worse, but it's worse at any age. I mean, come on, like, don't do that. How can people be this bad? It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. I mean, the language that they're using is just inappropriate. And you just got to think, even if these are adults that they're talking to, it's just not how you talk to a client. And teaching a client how to do hip thrusts. Let's see if this is the way to advise them. Pretend Summer Rae's ass is in front of you and you're trying to give her every inch of dick. To do that, knees have to be out and aggressively bring the hips forward. That doesn't sound like how you should tell somebody how to perform hip thrusts. Also, pretend that you're trying to teabag the bar. Not the way you should talk to your clients. It's just absolutely crazy. It's embarrassing. It's beyond embarrassing. It's criminal. Direct from Half-Blood Hobbit. I mean, I'm reading the screenshot right here. Set up a secret spot for the camera for the first time you to guarantee you get the full session on the Canon. Then you can whip out the phone for POV shots. Then on Saturday night or something after you've already at least once, you can have her, if you can set up the cam for a different angle. And give her some alcohol too. Oh, drug these people and have sex with them and film it and send it to me because I'm your coach. And you know what people do? They put pressure and they prey on young people and they tell them what they think that they need to hear or want to hear. And it's like, if you do this, I can make you famous. I can make you a superstar. Coaches do this all the time. Not just talking about this. There's other coaches. They message people I've coached even. And they'll say, hey, if you hire me, I can get you a pro card because I have pull with other judges and I can make you win. That is not how it works. Nobody has this pull. It's complete BS. It's BS. It's mostly women that fall for this stuff. But guys, whatever. For some reason, it's mostly guys, male coaches. They'll tell women, yeah, if you don't hire me, you can't get a pro card because you don't have the right coach. You need the right coach to get a pro card, and I'm that coach and I can do it because I'm friends with all these judges. That's baloney, okay? I'm a coach. I'm a well-known coach. I'm even a show promoter, and I'm friends with a lot of people. I can't make you win a pro card if you don't deserve to win a pro card. I'm not going to BS you. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you know, I have this many followers. I can convince this person and that person to make you win the show. That is a lie. That is BS. Any coach that tells you, or their marketing strategy or their way of getting you to hire them is to make promises of a pro card because they know people, that is a freaking red flag. Get out of there. That person's full of it. Then they'll pressure you. Oh, if you leave me, I'm going to tell all these people not to give you a pro card. I'm going to blacklist you. Another red flag. Don't listen to it. I'm going to sue you if you leave my coaching. I'm going to tell everyone not to work with you. Some coaches hire coaches. I'll tell everyone not to hire you. I'll do this and do that. Anytime somebody starts threatening you, that is even more reason to leave. And if they're pursuing things at too great of a level, if it's illegal or whatever, go to the freaking police. I'm not the police. Sending me a bunch of messages, which I've got dozens of messages of some bad stuff. I'm not going to the police for you. And I'm not just going to make a video about every single thing that your coach did. Okay? Some of you are adults. If a coach asks you to send naked photos, a naked video, record this, do that, inappropriate, whatever, you're an adult. You say to the coach, no, and don't ask me that again. And if you ask me that again, I am firing you as my coach. And if they respond with, well, if you do that, then I'm going to tell these people not to hire you, and I'll make sure you don't get a pro card, and I'll sue you. You say, be my guest, try it. You have the screenshots. What do you expect? We're adults. Some people are going to ask. You have to be ready to say no. Somebody's going to say, I want you to take these drugs to win your show. You have to, because if you do, you'll win. If you don't, you won't. You need to. You're allowed to say no. Just because your coach wants you to take a bunch of stuff and you want to be natural, you don't have to take a bunch of stuff. If you do, you're an idiot. If you break your moral code or you break your own personal ethics to do what the coach says just because the coach wants you to win, then you're a freaking moron. It's on you. You are the final say in what goes into your body. So stop sending me messages saying, my coach is making me take this. No, the coach is encouraging you to take stuff that he wants you to win. You can say, no, I want to be coach natural. I don't pressure anybody to take anything. I personally don't. But doesn't mean other coaches are not going to. You're allowed to say no. How is that complicated? Don't we know that from freaking high school, we practice this, junior high, elementary, we practice saying no to drugs, no to alcohol, no to whatever advances people are making. Say no. Now, with children, teenagers, you can't be coaching these kids and asking for sex or favors or pictures of their privates and stuff like that. And talking this way, it's completely inappropriate. They're too young to be able to know how to say no at this age. And they're looking up to you in a position of authority or power, and they don't want to disappoint, and they want their career to go good, and they don't know what to do. It happens in all sports. Hockey coaches, baseball coaches, basketball, whatever sport, it happens. You need to be aware, and you need to have the power to say no. You need to have some self-confidence and say no and speak out. Too many people are afraid to say things. There's a coach in Canada. It's happened to, I have got 50 or 60 people that have complained about this coach. No one says anything about it. You guys make your own videos. Speak out. I don't need to have to do it. You can do it. If it's beyond what's legal, go to the police and talk about it. If it's just soliciting for sex videos and stuff like that and free coaching if you send me these naked pictures, he's allowed to ask you if you want free coaching to send naked pictures. It's not appropriate, but he's not breaking the law to ask. You see what I'm saying? You need to decide. But if he's threatening you or doing other, go to the police. Don't go to me. Back to this Half-Blood Hobbit message from his account. And I'm reading it. It's like, you still gotta film a little clip with next time you mount her up. I bet it's a tight fit, I bet, LOL. LOL. You really need a full-size one. That's too tight for you. But yeah, mount her up soon and film the stretching. You can't ask people to film themselves having sex with other people. It's not appropriate. And if it's a kid, it's illegal. This is no-brainer. This is like criminal. They belong in prison, anyone that would do this. I'm reading this from Elliott. You need to put a measuring tape on that thing too, like around the base next time you get hard. If it's over 6.5 inches, that's thicker than a lot of porn stars. I mean, it's one thing to ask the size of your arms and quads, fine. You don't start measuring your private parts for your coach. If the coach asks that, you run. If you're a child, you go to the police. You tell your parents. Mom and Dad, look what the coach just wrote me. Okay? It's not okay. If you're a 25-year-old and the coach writes you, you screenshot it and say, ever message me again, and I'm posting this on Instagram and telling my friends and sharing it on social media, and your career as a coach is over. That's what you do. You have power. You can't let these people write these things. And Elliott here, I'm reading it. It's going to be a long time coming. And then, they're blocking out some of the messages because obviously people are, we don't want what a 16 or 18-year-old said on this. So obviously it's blocked out, but we've got what the other person's saying. I think he would definitely film it, but his girlfriend is too shy. Good little girls can be turned into bad little girls. How obviously wrong is this? Go to your parents. When you get messages like this, tell your parents. And if you're a parent, ask your kids. Find out. I coach teenagers. You don't think their parents are reading the messages? Every single message I write to a teenager, I'm assuming the parents are reading them. The parents, they have to watch out for them. They watch me, they probably wonder, and if you're a freaking coach and you're coaching a kid that's not of age to use performance-enhancing drugs, and trust me, I've had kids hire me, parents hire me for their kids and so on, and they want to put their children on PDs. It's no! I, as a coach, have to say, look, that is wrong. That is not okay, okay? So you shouldn't be coaching a 15 or 16 or whatever year-old kid on how to use drugs. You should be spending the entire time convincing them not to do it. To me, that's no-brainer, okay? And if you're a parent and your child is, being coached by somebody like me or anyone else, read all your kids' messages. Read the plan the coach is giving you. Check it out. You're responsible for your children. Next message. Dude, I'd pay to session. No pic, but I might still have the vid showed me. No! Go to the police! So at least these guys have said that they've gone to the police to report this, and so hopefully this gets fixed up. And if this is in fact not, you never know. There's maybe a chance somebody stole their phone and they didn't do it and whatever. But when you have several people saying the same thing, and I was on Instagram and I have all these people messaging me, showing me all the screenshots, and everyone's talking about it. It doesn't look good. The chances are it's probably true. And so hopefully the police can get to the bottom of this. Okay? I'm just a YouTube person, a YouTube dude. I'm not the police. I can't do detective work and find out everything. I'm just reporting or telling people, warning people what to look out for. If you want to see more information, go to Sebastian Burka's account and look at his DMs. If you want to see more information, go to Sebastian Burka's account on Instagram. He has 48,000 followers. He's only 20 years old, and he is a coach, and he's been talking about this, and I've received several messages from him, and I've seen several Instagram posts on the what do you call it? The stories. And I've got trust. You don't have to message me anymore. I'm aware of it. I can't even keep up with the DMs. Everyone wanted me to do a video about this because it's just so bad and inappropriate. So anyway, this is the video. So the warning. Do your due diligence. Investigate your coaches. Don't ask the coach's clients who are the famous ones, the ones that they're promoting. They're going to say great things, obviously. Find out who they're coaching that they're not promoting and ask them. That's my advice. Ask a lot of people, not their famous best athletes. Some people will try to get me. Who's the most best pro you coach? I'm going to ask them. Who's the best? That's not who you ask. Ask the person that no one's ever heard of, the average person, the average Joe. That's the person that give you the best story. Ask a former client. They're not coaching with them anymore. A former. So anyway, so for example, I coached somebody for 3 months. They're done with me. They're done. They moved on. Ask that person. They have no reason to lie or anything. That's the people you want to message. Message people that used to work with the coaches, the average Joe. Find out, ask all your questions, not just 1, 10 people. Ask as many as you can, then hire them. If all the warning signs start coming out, red flags, inappropriateness, call them out on it. It's your fault if you don't. If you're a kid, your parents should be reading your messages anyway. That's my advice. Anyway, watch one of these videos. Blooping them up here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro on Instagram. Hopefully this is resolved soon. And until next time, I am out.